He'll turn 26 years old. LeBron James.
Lob. Fascinating to watch him paired.
Driving, puts it up. Instead, it's a
Threat for these centers is
average. And you put them together. It's off the screen. Gives it up again. Rebound. Down court. Now played only 22 games with Dallas. Marketing, catch and shoot. Hesitates. Fire. Little airspace. His three, no.
That to be a little bit of a rust period tonight and every night going forward.
Hachimura. General manager for character, culture, use. The reasons why they
come down to the fact that Dallas is betting against on it.
Collins, beautiful move.
LeBron and Luka as well. Roy Hachimura played on, so there's weapons around them.
Tries the three. Started his career in Los Angeles. LeBron.
About 5 days ago, Luka Doncic.
I think it's under when it's not at his request.
As your franchise leader and he's approved to a lot of people, particularly in Dallas.
In the West, in the loss column.
Asked for a trade from the Lakers. That's a doozy even for this.
And to George's point, as he stops along the way. Here's James on it. Clarkson has it knocked away by Finney. Kessler, the shot blocker.
End up with defensively and then to explore with these two players.
As an opponent, glad I'm seeing it now as a team. Corner three. Hachimura.
Payne looked up to the wing knowing he was
restriction, but not a significant December. Collins got booked. They start. Deontay George leaves it for Collins.
Was coming the entire time.
Vincent, you have to think he's going to benefit. Step back from Reeves from deep. Vincent hands up of 9 from the floor from inside the AD deal. Another. LeBron James. Redick staggers his two stars.
Players that can make great decisions, including
somehow found Vincent. Won 6 straight games here at home. James drives.
Jackson Hayes moving to the rim.
A foul
in the month of February.
And he averages
leadership on this end.
2 good half-court defense again by the left.
This will be something visually that Luka.
Pass by James. The 3 difference in the clocks. Here's Vanderbilt. Open floor. Drives all the way. Foul line. 30-year pro out of Wisconsin. The Lakers 30
or 3 minutes for Goodwin most likely.
Will be interesting to see how much of this Williams, a center from the Charlotte Hornets, is on the bench and expected to
options to dispute the Los Angeles.
Not going to play tonight. JJ Redick said didn't think it was
far off the bounce, falling away. Luka Doncic, his former teammate. Had to wait for Reeves driving, bumped,
draws fouls, and so
5 at the free throw line.
And that's
off the heel. Collins threw it right. Collier ahead of the pack. Goes it. Ronnie grown in terms of his decision making. No good. But a second chance opportunity. And
depending on the score, it will be the last
teams in Dallas. Weirder than he was early on in his career.
He's going to drive at the rim. His ability to.
This for Doncic to go with 5 points, and it's 5 consecutive first-team all. Doncic on the step back of Collins. Here's Hachimura.
Would be the franchise in the NBA. That's clearly the option they're going to take. And Will Hardy could be the guy.
Doncic now with 7 points. Hachimura driving.
And gets it to the other side quickly.
His IQ teamed with
great teammates, Hall of Famers.
Get past Clarkson.
Responsibility over the first 40, and now they can play off the jump.
Right in the thick of things in the West. They're now fires. Can't drill the 3.
Thing to come for Luka, the consistent.
Hachimura, but not a smart foul.
Of a deep postseason run.
NBA Finals for the first time since. Vincent will pop.
Over on the right wing. Has been that his entire career. That's what, as guys that can pick you.
Legs, I will say this. We do kind of now at this stage, 15 years.
Stage, but how much longer can.
Now paired with a guy that guys of Luka Doncic
has been anticipating this very night. Marketing in transition, lobs up, driving, gets it back. Here since Doncic leans in, foul. Berkeley in 50 career playoff games has been.
But I thought Dwayne Wade
LeBron down the court to James in stride.
Plus feet in the air. Owner
Lakers. Clarkson.
Defender.
Seconds to go in the half.
Their own game going.
And there were so many,
barely scratching the surface of what this all is. Another guy that can do that
Speak, going to play about 30 minutes tonight.
That's how they both touched it on that break.
An all-star and the most improved play, rising and consequential to just about everybody, including the pieces that were involved
Around the rim until he is
had to miss several weeks. Tonight, Dan, well, so the Mavs dealing with all kinds of take on Golden State. They're in the play-in. Collier, nice speed, trying to finish through contact. Pull up. Lakers play one more game before the break. 19 right now. James for three.
let it go. It just has perfect rotation.
He did it at 40 years of age. March of 2004. And in San Francisco will play Hachimura, corner three. It still gets to LeBron. Downhill. Just trying to hang with Markkanen.
Immediate recovery for the LA Wild's fields in those courts.
James three is off the mark.
Unity. No wonder.
Of Anthony Davis. You've got they made the deal as Markkanen.
Very difficult uphill battle. Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis.
Doncic for three.
To watch the dynamic where Luke, he never had that luxury in Dallas.
NBA in blocks for the second straight year. Not
Get switches where they can just Hayes starting, but you're going to see
maybe more to come with the mark. His 24th minute, close to originally on the injury report.
At the 3 or the 4 spot. Guys like Dorian Finney-Smith, you've got
to challenge himself in that. Lucas Finney-Smith for three. Doncic again. Markkanen making his Laker debut tonight in 20.
I don't think people were looking to the mix.
You saw the Lakers shooting free throws a moment ago. Touchdown the struggles of Dallas in the third 24-point lead for the Lakers. James, spot up three.
Bounds per minute numbers are insane.
Entirely this season, playing just as
It's not available to him.
Right, you think there and couldn't. He's still down, gets helped back.
But when he fell, took himself.
Those made shots onto the game and shot clocks. The man defending tries the three as the buzzer was about. Went up 500 on Hill, missed the shot, got it back, and collides with James. And they're going to.
Stages, Lakers very much in a win.
Let's check in with George.
Trainer Mike Mancias and was grabbed.
Turnaround jumper. George will try again, same spot.
Team in February, in addition to almost 30.
Rebuilding phase, but they also had
that will free up potentially $70 million in flux about.
But he's also battled injury.
5 games, he's at 19 again tonight.
Corner three, Vincent fakes the lob and takes it by as many as 34.
7 from 3.
Was stretching out after. Markkanen. Here's Finney-Smith. Juzang.
40% on the year from 3. That's
Again, it's just a snapshot. Was there any?
Very difficult to defend. This was one of the rules when this went into a offense. They're a little bit longer in some cases. Don't play particularly fast.
How that will change for the Lakers. What kind of
usage creating for others. So,
and when Dallas, even though they made it to the finals last year, piece of our team.
That's the argument that single-handedly it feels like and that's what you really wonder how you.
Points per game. That is the most in NBA. These teams will meet again Wednesday in Salt Lake. Two back of Memphis for the. He was a player.
Demeanor and the way he talked about him, how impressed
around. He's played in 121.
Fourth in the league last year. Luka,
Filipowski in transition gives it up.
That is the measuring stick right now. And the teams, elite teams, look at Doncic in the postseason.
Went to the NBA Finals, lost.
Age of 24, which is what he was last year. Wasn't ever as great in Dallas as it parts over the remainder of the regular season.
30 games or so, and obviously Luka and LeBron James.
Trade. That's the impact that I think Luka. They're not going to have as much time because of the Davis.
They're 19-7
now, going forward with Luka.
He just hurt himself too. 21st All-Star game this week. 8 points because of the name, and it feels like the possibilities for this. George will try again, same spot.
17 rebounds a game in February, in addition to almost 30.